Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome on in. We'll let people join for a few more minutes. Thank you for joining us, though. You're at the MESA and Student Programs Admitted Spartan Day Open House. We got some great information for you all. We hope to answer any questions you might have. And we have some amazing peer advisors with us today to also be able to share some of their experiences as current students. So definitely we'll have opportunities to ask questions. We hope to cover a lot of information as well. I know there's different open houses to join. So if you get the information you need, feel free to hop in and out of multiple open houses. But as you're with us today, we hope to give you the information you're looking for. Good morning, everybody, or almost good afternoon. Goodness, the day is flying. Again, we'll wait a few more minutes before we get started. While we're waiting for a few more folks to join, including peer advisors, would love to hear what majors we have in the building with us. So if you'd like to go ahead and put your major into the chat, it'd be a great way to just see who's with us today. Again, peer advisors, you all can also maybe share your majors as well. That might be able to help with knowing what questions they might be able to ask. Awesome, some aerospace engineering. Nice. Couple aerospace. Love it. Yep. Charlie, one of our peer advisors, is mechanical. This is great. Chemical, awesome. We don't see a lot of those, and I love it. Great. All right. Well, I think people will continue to join as we go, but I think we can get started just so you all can, again, join other rooms if needed. Happy Saturday. As mentioned before, thank you all for adding your majors into the chat. Super helpful with learning who's with us today. My name is Matthew Stowe, and I'm actually the director of MESA and Student Programs. So I oversee our amazing MEP program, as well as a bunch of other student orgs supports and other student programs that we do within the College of Engineering. So excited to be here with you all today. I hope that if you all, again, decide and join us and become a Spartan, that I become a huge resource for you all. At this time as well, I'd like to go ahead and pass the mic to Janet Canseco to introduce herself, as she's one of our pro staff members. Might be good to go to the next slide to kind of see our titles.
Thank you, Matthew. Hello, everyone. Good. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Hope you all are having a great day. My name is Janet Canseco. I am the Student Engagement Advisor for MEP. It is wonderful to have you all here with us today. I would like to pass it over to some of our peer advisors and other student coordinators that are here to introduce themselves really quickly.
So hi, everyone. I'm Charlie. I'm a third-year mechanical engineering student.
I think I'm next up. I'm Alex. I'm a third-year computer engineering student. I'm happy to be with you guys today.
Maggie, go ahead. Maggie, you there?
She might be having technical difficulties.
That's fair. Well, Maggie is also with us. She was in the chat a little bit earlier. She's biomedical engineering, I believe also a third year. Again, been with us for a while. And I think you can kind of get a little glimpse of our other peer advisors, their pictures and majors. They aren't able to make it today, but you can kind of see we have a pretty decent sized team. We can go to the next slide and Nick can introduce himself.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Nikhil, or you can call me Nick. That's what I've been going by since high school. I'm a peer assistant coordinator and I am a third year civil engineering major. So if you ever come to the front desk and you see someone there, it's probably me because I'm always there. So I'm glad to be here and spending this admitted Spartan day with you guys.
And then we also have our other peer assistant coordinator, Natalie, who is in aerospace engineering, and our other two new onboarding peer advisors, Sophia, computer science, and Tara in electrical engineering.
All right, I'll go ahead and talk about what this program is and maybe how it can help you. So the MESA Engineering Program at San Jose State University, we are San Jose State University's branch of the statewide MESA program, if you're already familiar with MESA. And our goal at San Jose State is to increase the number of high caliber and industry-ready graduates from educationally or economically disadvantaged backgrounds. And this is for engineering students as well as computer science students at San Jose State University. So this is maybe a familiar message if you've worked with MESA before in your high schools or in like community colleges, but that's our goal for you guys. And we have some of our like 4 maybe values that we try to represent. We want to celebrate everyone's authentic self. That includes your personality, your spirit, and your character. We understand that a supportive community of peers and allies is critical. So the connections you make in MEP between you and your faculty who might be helping out with some of our projects, or between other students, we try to foster that. And we believe diversity is an asset to our growth and development. So we know that our program accepts people from a lot of different backgrounds, and we try to value that perspective, and it helps you guys maybe learn better. And we know that everyone has the potential to achieve excellence. So that's, at the end of the day, our main goal is that everybody can succeed at San Jose State, and we try to give you the extra help that you might need to get there.
Real quickly before we keep going, Maggie is back, and so I wanted to make sure she had an opportunity to go ahead and introduce herself. Maggie, would you mind hopping back on?
Thank you so much, Matt. I'm so sorry everyone I got accidentally kicked by Zoom, but hello, I'm Margarita Garcia. Feel free to call me Maggie. I'm a biomedical engineering major. I'm a third year, and I believe I'm gonna start my third year in this program as a peer advisor. So woo! But yeah, if you have any questions in regards to anything, feel free to ask me. Okay, take it away again, Matt. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Who's back on this slide? Is it me again?
I'm back on.
All right,
Yes.
cool. Back to Alex.
So now that we know kind of what MEP is and how it relates to MESA, these are some of the benefits that MEP at San Jose State University has to offer you guys. Our main focus is community building, and we do that through sort of our social events. Lately it's been virtual. We're trying to hopefully move to a little bit more in person, where you can kind of connect with your fellow students or some of the staff members, and kind of just meet new people. We also do advising. That's another one of our main pillars, what we do. As a new student, you're most likely expected to meet with one of us, staff employees, 3 times a semester, and we help you achieve, I'd say, your professional, your academic, and your personal goals. So it's sort of advising on top of what the Engineering Student Success Center, your main advising on in the College of Engineering, as well as your major advisor. We kind of provide extra advising on top to help you with any specific issues you might have. Our third main pillar of what we do is professional development. Listed here is some examples of our professional development events. We have resume blasts, mock interviews, and industry mixers. And at all 3 of these events, we have employees or recruiters or people from in industry at some of the companies that you might be interested in. And they come here and they will help you take a look at your resume. They'll give you a mock interview, or this industry mixers. It's just kind of like a meet and greet. You can chat and learn more about the companies and the different people. So these are all great opportunities to sort of advance your career, and not just like with, maybe a resume handbook or something simple like that, with actual recruiters and people in industry. And then last but not least is we have our designated study space in our office in the engineering building. We have sort of a quiet room. We have printing. We have lockers that you can check out if you're a commuting student, especially. That might be helpful, as well as a fridge and a microwave. And we have a big study space where you can, you can hang out with your friends. You can work on projects. It's a space where you can be between classes or however you need to use it. But those are the main benefits of what we have to offer you guys.
So for eligibility, so we typically allow freshmen, sophomore, and juniors at SJSU to apply for the club and participate in our events. Incoming freshmen and transfers are prioritized. So if you are any of those, you will get probably priority like registration into the club to apply. It's open to any computer science or engineering degrees, which also includes aviation, industrial technology. But if you're undeclared or in a different major and you're looking to get into an engineering or computer science, you may apply. One of the major criteria that we do have is that you have a proven or economic or educational disadvantage, for example, low income or first generation college student. And as Alex said before, we all follow the 4 pillars, and as long as you're eligible, you can join the team. I'll lob it up to Matt next.
Thank you. I just want to take the time to really encourage you all to apply. The bit.ly will be active in a week. So at this moment, I would say just keep it as like a save the bit.ly. It's currently not taking you, I believe, to the correct application and is not open yet. We do hope to open it next week, but you will have all the way until August 1st to apply. We do hope to give you all knowledge whether you are in the MESA Engineering Program before school starts. That's why we're closing the deadline as of August 1st. If you have any questions on the application itself, it's very simple, very easy. We're just seeing why you're interested, if you're eligible. So we're asking a lot of the demographic type questions. I always encourage everybody to apply, because if you say no to yourself, then you're not going to be in the program. But at least, if you apply, you don't know. It's also, we are looking for great, strong students to participate and who are going to be active members. So as you're seeing all these benefits, as you're seeing all these services, we're looking for students who are really going to take advantage of everything that we have to offer. So please, please, please apply. And again, if you have any questions, email us, email me, and we will help you and answer anything you might have. So don't apply today, but apply soon, as the application will open. I think that's it for me.
And then staying connected with MEP. So as you guys heard, MEP is it's a community, not just academic support or industry readiness. It's also a community to connect with other students. So with all of our social events and all of that, we like to post a lot of our information on our Instagram. So that's at mep.sjsu. You could also email the MEP email if you have any questions, and I'll get that in the chat. And our office is on the 3rd floor of the engineering building in room 366. So if you're ever close by, come stop by and say hi, ask questions, kind of get a feel for what our program has to offer as well in person with our physical study space and office. MEP Connect, it's a social engagement raffle. So every semester we've been doing kind of a raffle just to reward students for participating in our event. Last semester we gave away a Nintendo Switch, a TV, and a Polaroid camera. So lots of things to look forward to. And yeah, Matthew's gonna talk about a summer institute, computer science, Google.
Yes, thank you. This is specific to, the application will open up next week. It just wasn't ready. I'm actually, just to share with you all on a little more personal note, I just had twins at the beginning of the year, and I'm just coming back from paternity leave about 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of just a little behind, but catching back up and hoping to get the application open. So don't worry. Also too, we'll do our best to make sure that we get you all the info again. So if you want to be in the program, you'll get in. Don't worry too much there. But another program that we have that we support as the MESA Engineering Program is our Computer Science Summer Institute. This is geared towards incoming freshmen specifically. So if you are a transfer student, you likely won't be eligible. And we are looking mainly for software engineers and computer science majors. I know this is kind of the engineering field for the most part, but in case there's any computer science majors in the audience, we do a 4-week online program aligned with Google's curriculum to support developing and learning code. So did Charlie or Alex, did either of you do CSSI by chance?
Yeah, actually I did. So it's a great way to kind of, you don't need any background knowledge. When I did it, it was virtual. So it was very cool because you learn actually from like the Google engineers and you have like, you get to make whatever kind of project you want to do. And in the end, you present it to the Google engineers, you kind of get feedback, and it's just really cool to see how some people had background and most people didn't. So you really do like learn all the basics that you need to kind of get a better understanding for coding that we do. And then for a lot of computer science that helps them, when they have to take like their first coding class as well.
Thank you, Charlie. Similar to our MEP application, this is something that I will be opening up soon. I do plan to post it on our website as well as send it out to, again, our incoming frosh. So if that is you, you might receive an email from me encouraging you to apply. We have 30 slots to fill. So thank you, Charlie, for sharing some insight there. That's it for me though on CSSI.
Hello, everyone. So this is my slide. So there are many engineering student organizations, as you can see on the slides, over 60. And it all depends on what type you're looking for. There's so many different types, such as technical projects. For example, I am part of a program called Spartan Racing, and we build a Formula S car. Professional development, strictly clubs that focus on getting your resume done, getting those mock interviews. There's also Greek life in regards to that as well, such as Alpha Omega Epsilon, which they focus on pushing you towards professional development, peer networks, and honor societies. I think those, in my opinion, go a little bit hand in hand, but it's all about expanding your friendships, getting a bunch of people and learning about each other. And one thing that you really do benefit from doing all of this is that at the end of the day, your network grows. So you have a little bit more friends academically. So if you ever need like, hey, I don't understand like question 2 on the homework, can you like explain it to me and stuff like that? They're there. And also professionally, you develop so much by making friends, because at the end of the day, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. And those organizations can help you reach out. If you scan the QR code, I believe all the lists will pop up. There is many different, I did see a couple civil engineers here. There's quite a bit civil engineering clubs. I know there's aerospace clubs. We actually have a rocket club as well. Many different types of organizations. Please get involved, because I think that's where the whole experience of college comes in. It's from you getting involved, not just from going to classes. That's where all your lifelong friendships will come from. And I really do recommend to push for. And yeah, that's what I would like to say. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and me or another peer advisor can definitely answer it, because you're full right now. This Zoom link is full of club leaders, and our peer advisors are really into our organization. So please don't be shy and feel free to ask questions. Thank you. I think I have to talk about this one, but so this is the Society of Latino Engineers and Scientists. This is one specifically. You don't have to be Latino or any form of ethnicity to join. You just have to go in with an accepting mindset and the willing to grow as a person. That's all they pretty much ask. And yeah, there's their Instagram. And For Society of Women Engineers, similar to the last one, you do not have to be a woman to join. We accept everyone. And they do have scholarships. Every single club has their own little benefits and requirements. So please feel free to check in with those. Fill out all their joining applications because they're free. And see which ones you like. Please, all of them that you possibly can. Next one. And Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers. This is another one similar to Latinos in Engineering, to Soles. You don't have to be Asian to join, just have to come in with an accepting mindset. And yeah, please, I do recommend to reach out to them through social media. If like you haven't seen any like link to join, they're probably going to start recruiting soon, or they currently are. Regardless, I know a bunch of people are currently doing things with clubs. I think Soles, the first club that we showed, is right now at UC Merced playing soccer, which is really fun. But yeah, I believe those are the 3 organizations. I think there should be one more. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna have a couple more. Like I said, we have over 60, so there's a lot. The Black Alliance of Scientists and Engineers, we're actually we work fairly closely with them. But like I said before, you do not have to be a certain ethnicity to join. Just go in with that amazing mindset. And yeah. And ambassadors, I think I'll pass this one to Janet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maggie. So up next, we have our Engineering Ambassadors Program. This is a program that I oversee and I've overseen these past few months. Our current ambassadors, we have a team of 6. So we have Art, who is in aerospace engineering, Muskan, she's in engineering technology. Jennifer is a civil engineer, kind of like I saw a few people in the chat saying. Same with Thaint, and Nia is engineering technology, manufacturing systems, and we have Jesse Nguyen under aerospace engineering. So this is currently the team that we have right now. Again, it was established in 2011. We are also, it's also College of Engineering affiliated leadership outreach group, and it falls under the engineering success pathway. So as an engineering ambassador, one of the things we strive to do is to initiate and impact the engineering conversation among middle, high school, and college students. So some of the things that we do, or we try to inspire, to kind of answer the question of what engineers do, motivate other individuals, you know, from different grade levels from K through 12 and community college, that anyone can be an engineer, and of course, empowerment. Some of the events that happened pre-pandemic, there was a lot of outreach that was done as far as College of Engineering Week, high school STEM mentoring, career fairs. But because of the pandemic, we did have to make some changes. A lot of the things that we've been doing have been virtual presentations. And one of the amazing things we've done is we went to a middle school to do 2 amazing workshops, which was creating a catapult and also a sailboat. So these middle school students were super engaged and super competitive. It was amazing to see how they can create something with limited materials that they have. And what they learned was that they can also be engineers as well. So this is something that we're really proud to do, just to, again, remind ourselves of what it is to be a kid again, and kind of what inspired us to be an engineer as well. That is currently, I believe, all we have for this presentation.
Yeah, let me, we had a lot for you all, a lot, and you'll kind of see that it all comes together as much as we can, with building community, with doing outreach, with the cultural orgs. They all kind of fall under our MEP umbrella, because we find that so important with finding your community, to find a sense of belonging within San Jose State, finding a belonging within the College of Engineering, and just being able to see yourself out in the field once you graduate. So at this moment, just want to say thank you all for being here. Make sure to apply. I put my email in the chat, so always reach out if you have any questions, but we want to open it up to any current questions you might have. There's an expertise of knowledge in this room. So if anybody has any questions, you can put it into the chat, or if you're confident and comfortable, feel free to unmute and go ahead and ask. if there are no questions, which is okay, feel free as you guys are thinking. I do encourage peer advisors to maybe just share any insights you all might have, some of those little college tips, whether it's during the transition, what's been working for you. I know a lot of people are always concerned about internships. So if you have any, sharing how you got them, what they're like. I think though, just as a reminder, especially for the peer advisors and for the teams, I'm actually going to head out. So as people go ahead and wrap up, and if more people join, go ahead and start the conversation over. Definitely hang out until 2, but I will see you all and make sure to share all the great insight. Thank you all. Bye, everybody.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Okay. So just a general little tip. Time management is going to change very drastically compared to high school. Because now you have to incorporate because your time management in high school was predetermined by your schedule. For example, at 12:30, let's say you would have an hour of lunch. Here you're kind of given a free for all when you want to have lunch, which is amazing. But also, with as my favorite superhero says, with great power comes great responsibility. You have to remember to take those breaks and when you can have lunch and plan out your schedule. So time management is something that's huge. And please, please, please figure out something that works for you in the beginning of the semester so that the rest of the semester goes smoothly. And for my transfers, I think most of you guys have it figured out. And yeah.
Sounds good. I just wanted to add in, if you're interested in joining MEP, the greatest value I found from it was for that sort of professional development. I don't want to say I was like shy coming into college, but like I didn't know what I was doing, talking to like people from companies or like how to interact with a recruiter, things like that. So through some of the events that we did where we work with our partners at different companies nearby, and it's kind of like a low stakes sort of, you're just like practicing, right? I was able to like get more comfortable just like talking to people or like, you know, being more confident trying to like navigate a job offer or during interviews. So like just getting used to things like that and kind of warming up to your transition from, you know, before San Jose State to, you know, finishing your academic career here and then going on to either grad school or to, you know, your work after graduating. Sort of, I felt like MEP made each of those transitions a lot easier. So obviously I'm a little biased because I work here, but that's my glowing recommendation. So if it sounds like this is something that could benefit you, I really encourage you to apply.
And then just one last kind of like tip I'd want to share is make sure you guys stay focused like in this last, I know it's like senioritis and all of this stuff. You know, if you're in high school, you're gonna be graduating soon, but just try to stay focused. And then once you get to college and regardless of your major, just try to take as many opportunities that come your way and try to get involved because that's gonna ultimately help you with finding more opportunities like networking or meeting industry people or just helping you kind of even form a study group when you're in college.
I was gonna add on kind of what pretty much everyone said. Joining MEP coming out of high school, I was pretty shy. And I think coming into MEP, first 2 years, I wasn't as active, but now kind of getting able to work and coming into the office every day, it's been cool. You get to make these bonds with your coworkers, your friends, and just other students, and even your bosses. And it's great. It's a great way to really put yourself out there and get to know more people. And I think MEP does a great job of highlighting that with, you know, the different events, as Alex touched on with industries and things like that. It's just really fruitful to get to know people and get to talk to them. And it allows you to grow yourself a lot more than you previously thought you would.
Now that everyone talked about their past experiences, I'll share mine. I'm so sorry. I didn't get the memo. But MEP personally, similar to Alex, I did come in very shy. I never talked to once the pro staff my like first semester. I only had my peer advisor, which is Diana Nobler. Thankfully, she's graduating this semester. I'm so proud of her. But MEP has helped me in many different ways, especially professionally. Thanks to them, I actually landed my internship with Cephid, a company that we had a MEP for. And I had a mock interview with one of them during our event. And what ended up happening was that that same person that gave me the mock interview was my actual interviewer. And so it was just catching up at that point. Very very casual conversation type of deal. At what I mean to say with all of this is MEP really brought me out of my shell and was able to put me in a professional environment and exceed in it. Because at the end of the day, we're here to get our degree, but also we're here to work on our future, whether it be grad school or industry or research. We're here to support you for that. And it doesn't matter if it takes you 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. We're going to be there every step of the way at your own pace. I think that's one very important thing about MEP. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? Just want to make sure we answer any while we're here. Did anyone just join us also?
Yeah, it sounds like we're good to go. I'll say again, when you look for the application, you can just, we have the links in the chat here. You can also just look up SJSU MEP and you should come up. And if you're really lost or you can't find the application or something, it's like locked or something terrible happens, at the bottom of the website is our email and we'll get back to you on that and try to fix things. So that's how you can find us, SJSU MEP or sjsu.edu/MEP. That's how you'll be able to find us again. So we look forward to hopefully seeing some of you guys around.